I was recently in a really long hangout with Johnny Drive-By discussing, in part, YouTube's monetization policy as he was set to lose access to that income. If you want to see the full version and the madness it turned into later, I'll link the stream in the description. The stream went on all night, though I was only in it for about 6 or 8 hours, and this topic only took up maybe the first half hour or so, at most. Also, mostly for my own curiosity, I'm including a poll on this video about what people think demonetization means. I would appreciate it if everyone would answer that before watching the rest of this. Thanks.
Well, hello out there, everybody. This is Johnny Drive-By. I'm doing a live chat here with Lady Unicorn because I'm going to be going to monetary prison here soon. And, well, but anyway, I didn't make my threshold of getting to enough subs or enough hours in, so I will be not able to monetize anything any longer. So I'm going to start this live stream, and I'm monetizing this because it's the last thing I'll be able to monetize unless I upload a video tonight. But and it's actually not the yellow flagging that I was talking about. Lady Unicorn actually pointed out to me that it's not demonetization. It is, what is it, lady?
Well, I mean, it kind of is, but it's more like it's partial or limited monetization. You can still get some money from those videos, but you don't get as many ads on them, or even could get no ads on them.
Trust me when I say you don't get anything from it.
Oh, I believe that. I believe you don't get any ads from it.
It might as well be demonetization, so I guess there's that.
Which is probably why people keep calling it that.
Yeah, because it's demonetization hell.
But yeah, when I looked up on the support site, the troubleshooter for it, and I can bring it up if you want me to screen share this, but when I clicked on that yellow icon, it specifically mentions that it's just considered not suitable for most brands.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
but hey, what is most brands? That's kind of a generalization there, right?
Yeah, and it probably, when it's set like that, probably doesn't really put any ads on it because they're thinking that it's not suitable for the brands. But with YouTube Red, it would still be able to pay you if your subscribers were actually subscribed to YouTube Red. Because that'd be coming from their money instead of from an advertiser. Did it work?
Yeah, it's going.
Okay, but yeah. So, on the thing to troubleshoot it, like I said, it shows that it's that yellow is just not considered suitable for most brands. But they actually do have an icon there that shows that it's not allowed to be monetized at all, including not red. But yeah, that's what I noticed, because there is actually one that's just the monetization but not eligible. Frequently because of community strikes or content ID or copyright. But that yellow one still gets red revenue. It specifically specifies that it will still earn revenue from red.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things on there. I do not like YouTube's wording, and I don't like the way it...
Yeah, they could definitely communicate much better than they do. But yeah, the thing that really just got to me on that is the fact that I don't know who else is talking about that icon when they're saying they're demonetized. But up until we had that conversation, for the longest time, every time somebody would say that their video was demonetized, I was actually thinking that even when I was able to keep my Red subscription, that I still wasn't able to support them, and it's like, that wouldn't make any sense. Because
if I can keep talking, sorry.
Oh, because if I'm paying, because how Red works is whoever, the customer or a family member, whatever, pays a subscription fee.
That's what I was going to look at, that one I was going to show you there before. I think that has that about the YouTube Red in there. That's what I wanted to show you. I think that they don't pay you YouTube Red once you're demonetized. I don't know how that works with what about the ones that I've already got monetized? I think I'm not sure, but I think they stay monetized.
So if the channel gets demonetized, you wouldn't get Red because you're not monetized, so you're not eligible at all.
GC got Guileless Cranium. He got that on that Imagine video.
From my understanding, it got worse than that because it wasn't just not monetized anymore.
Yeah, it was like he couldn't even. It
was in that complete limited state where the comments are disabled and it's not pushed throughout the site and everything.
Yeah, what a
Whereas,
really rotten thing to do. They never did anything to the one that I did up there. So
yeah,
the mirror that I did, I don't think anybody's mirror got hit for that.
I don't have a clue why that one got taken to that stage.
It's just had something done to it. Something happened to it again where they hit it with another demonetization or something. I saw them tweeting something out about it.
Yeah, because they not only did they put it in limited state, apparently now they've claimed that it violated the laws of this whole list of countries, including the UK and Italy and Germany.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mostly countries that are sensitive to that Muslim stuff or whatever, I think.
Well, to a degree, yes. And there's arguments to be made that any one of those countries doesn't have free speech, at least not in the way that people in the US think of it. The changes to the program, what I was talking about before, where they changed it, because they were originally, when they announced this, they were saying that channels that dropped below the threshold would get removed. So they've actually changed that now, so that ones that reached the eligibility threshold, but then dropped below it, won't. But it doesn't say anything about if channels that never reached that but were monetized get to stay.
The new part. What is the new part? I didn't read that.
Well, it's not like a new program, the new policies for it and everything, including the information on what happens if you drop below a threshold and how to check all of it, what features are affected and what ones aren't. Which, I mean, I think most people would have guessed that sponsorships and super chat would be affected by monetization. That's kind of still monetization. But one of the things they don't really seem to spell out as well, or actually, let's see. Yeah, they do actually spell it out here, but I don't know if people think about it. Those end screens that people use.
Yes,
where
you can't do external links. That's what I was looking forward to. Oh, good. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah. Anybody can use the end screen, and they specify that there. Yeah, I've used the end screen. But unless you are monetized, or at least have been monetized, you cannot use external links, meaning you can't link somebody in that to Patreon or PayPal.
I'm not so sure. It's like I almost don't know if I'm like I might be in that threshold area too or something like that. I'm not sure, but there's a couple things in there that I have
you should be fine on that one. Channels that currently have access before February 20th will continue to have access even if they're no longer partners.
And I still can't find anything about how about monetized videos that are already monetized. Are they going
those? You're not going to hit that. I can almost guarantee you will not be able to have anything come off of those anymore.
One thing that I did find out though, I've got they won't pay you until you hit $100 threshold. They won't pay out until you hit that.
Right.
You have a choice of just shutting your AdSense account down, or you have the option to keep your money in there until you get to your threshold and get monetized. And if you don't make it, if they don't allow you to monetize, you can still get your money. So they are being
that's good. And it makes sense.
That was the biggest thing that really bothered me. Is like, what
yeah. Well, it makes sense for them to keep that though, because AdSense isn't just YouTube. There's another one that people talk about all the time with the monetization that's specifically addressed on this page that I'd never found before. Does monetization status affect search results? According to YouTube, no.
According to YouTube, yeah, but I haven't seen that algorithm. Show me that algorithm, YouTube. Come on.
Right, of course. And there's no way to prove or disprove it, really. And since I shut off the screen sharing, it actually came back over to the chat. I just noticed if we don't count copyright, and I'm not sure if anybody really wants to get me started on that one. Oh. Because that is just a disaster. Like, it's not just freedom of speech. Like, that's just one of the things that copyright keeps messing up. Did you know people can run into copyright problems fixing a tractor? I don't mean YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I don't mean YouTube's Content ID. That's just an automated program that isn't even based on the law or anything. That's just a way to try to work around it. I mean, they can literally break copyright law by fixing a tractor.
And you're gonna have to explain that a little bit more to me.
Okay, so with the DMCA, I think it is. Yeah, the same copyright thing that gets pulled all the time for the claims. There's a piece in there about DRM, or digital rights management. That's basically any technology that's put in there to keep somebody from copying or modifying or whatever the software. It's the way that DVDs are region coded. It's the way that a game will try to make you put the disc in order to play it. All of that stuff is considered DRM. Well, your modern tractors and other equipment, cure rigs, like anything you can think of, pretty much, has software now. So it has code in it that they can legally try to protect. So some of them have gone in and put DRM in there that supposedly protects this code, but actually makes it so if you modify the hardware or you use it a physical way they don't want, it doesn't work. And if you modify it so that that doesn't cause the code to activate, you're technically breaking the DMCA.
Oh, okay.
It also happens, there's also been court rulings to do with jailbreaking iPhones because of the same kind of stuff. Rooting Android devices is another gray area because of it. It's just like everything anymore has that risk of breaking into copyright. It's not even just speech. It's the EFF, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, has been tweeting the last couple days. Yeah, very funny, Chaos, but you're probably right. Anyway, they've been tweeting for the last couple days because there was a court case in New York that could legally make it a problem to embed tweets. Because if the tweet that you're embedding has content that it shouldn't have, if it has a picture that it didn't have the right to post, then you could potentially be considered liable for copyright infringement by embedding it.
Holy sheep shit.
And this came up not because of some ordinary person who put it on their website and then it turned out to be, illegal. No, this came up because of reporting. News agencies they were coming after over this.
Wow. That blows my freaking mind.